Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite kale smoothies. It's really simple and easy to make, and I make it several times a week. It's one of the one of the most powerful things that I've done to improve my nutrition, basically including more kale in my diet by making kale shakes. And this is one of my favorites. So what we've got here are kale, frozen kale. It's about a half a cup. I just put it in this half cup measuring scoop to show you about how much I use typically. But that's frozen green kale in there. And then I've got lemon juice. There's some pulp in there. I don't mind the pulp, but obviously if you want to make this recipe and you do mind the pulp, just use regular lemon juice. And then I've got a half an avocado and some water. So you're going to see actually why I use avocado with kale. Avocado itself is highly nutritious. It's got a lot of healthy fats in it, which is really good. Lots of really good stuff. So avocado in itself is really good, but kale does not mix too well with other foods. If you make a shake with kale, kale is pretty coarse, so even if you blend it up pretty good, you still typically get a shake that's kind of lumpy, it's just kind of chunky, and it's not real tasty unless you have a really high powered blender like the Vitamix, which can turn anything into liquid pretty much. But I've got a standard Black & Decker blender, so I figured out a way to basically make kale shakes so that they're smooth, they're not lumpy, and they taste really good. And this is how. So first thing, take your frozen kale and drop it into the blender. Lemon juice. Again, lemon juice is really healthy, helps to alkalize the body. And actually this shake for me is also a pure alkaline shake because all these foods are alkaline forming in the body. So aside from being very nutritious, it's also completely alkaline. So you dump your 3 ingredients in the blender. I like to keep things super simple, so I just found that these 3 ingredients go really well together. And I pour my water in. That's probably about 10 ounces of water or so. Put your lid on and put your fingers in your ears if you don't want to hear the blender. I'm going to start out on a low setting. Whoops. Hard to do. There we go. You see it all blending up in there. I hope you guys can hear me. I'll crank it up a little bit. You still see there's a little bit of kale chunks in there. But they're all getting blended up. And they're all mixing with the avocado to make it a smoothie. And can't see too many more kale pieces in there. And that's it. So that only took maybe a minute to blend up, if that. And the end result, I've still got water in my cup. So you can look in there. I don't see any chunks of kale. Usually when you make a kale shake that has other food in it, you'll see those kale chunks kind of floating around because they don't blend up so well. But combining it with the avocado actually helps to bind everything together. Plus freezing the kale actually helps it to blend up a little bit better. So it's kind of that combination of freezing the kale to help it blend up even finer than it would if you just put it in there raw, and putting the avocado in there to sort of help bind it all together. So I'm gonna drink this water real quick just so you guys can get a sense of the texture of the shake. All right, now there it is. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. It's a beauty, and I think it tastes really good. Give it a try. It's a great way to include more highly nutritious foods in your diet, specifically vegetables like kale, which by itself, kale tastes pretty nasty, to be honest with you. But it's the most nutritious vegetable there is. So, you know, in the interest of getting the most out of your nutrition in a simple, quick, and easy way, I think a kale shake like this is one of the best ways to do that. So, bottoms up, have a good day, guys, and enjoy. Hope you like this video. Take care.